6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. On the Ravens sideline, a look at their head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Colts. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And here we go from Indy. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing him out has picked up a couple of nicknames in his 7 years in the league now. Out of Duke University, it is Daniel Jones.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, and how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Jones now on second down. Nowhere to go with it, and he's planted. They got him at the 16. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season. It's a nickel set for the Ravens, third down. Here's Jones. He's in trouble again, and he's going to go down. Second time on this opening series. Nnamdi Madubuike. And that's going to leave this offense facing a fourth and forever 22. The Colts ready for the punt. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And leading them out in year 9, no surprises here, partner. It is the two-time MVP Lamar Jackson.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Now a second down throw for Jackson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And they're going to score. Pick 6, Indianapolis. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Extra point converted by Schrader. And he's going to start the year 1-for-1 as they take a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. LeJontay Western to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And despite the fate of their last snap, Brock, the lead still theirs. That pick 6 should have been the wake-up call they need to refocus here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Finally, they catch up to him and take him down, but not before he gets 18 yards and the first on the keeper.
One thing I just marvel at about the QB of this era, Kate, is just how good they are in these situations, these zone reads. Their ball handling, the play action, the movement, and then the explosiveness to go get a big run off of it. That is just awesome.
Lamar off the play fake. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. DeForest Buckner. Great start to this season with a sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Fights his way through a tackle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 3rd and just 2 to go. Running once more with Henry. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. That right there is how you reward faith in the run, Brock. Punt team, go ahead, guys. You can cool off on the sideline. This drive is rolling on.
You know, it's interesting, Kate. You just see how much a run like that just brings life to an offense, while simultaneously deflating that defense.
And that's incomplete, only because of the hip line, though. A good defensive play to bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they get this down to the 28. Huntley looking to throw. Left side caught by Lane. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly. Hill now from the gun. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for...
And he's in for the touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. Their 1st drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt. So they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Here's Jones to throw. That one finds Josh Downs. Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Jones now to throw. That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Taylor makes the tackle. That's a nice running there. Gets him 8. 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's cut at the 25. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. The deep pass comes up big. 38 yards.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Jones looking to throw. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. This is going to be a gain of 4 following that penalty. Make it 2nd and 11. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Jones. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. Aeneas Peebles. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete. And now they're facing 4th down. The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. A 49-yarder in front of him here. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Baltimore running its offense out now. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown. Brock, let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Starting this drive with a design run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Huntley. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Here's Huntley. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's dropped to the 14. And now that brings them to a 4th and 24.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
He'll start from the 39. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Colts are ready to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. On the ground first, it's a give to Taylor. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that's going to be good for a Colts 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Throwing here, Jones. That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. To throw, here's Jones. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Quick pass to the outside to Warren. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him one on that short completion.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens.
Throwing on second, Jones. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders, and they take him down behind the line. They completed the pass, but they lost one on 2nd down, so now they've got 3rd down. Jones. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down. The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. Already has one in this game, this from 30. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Western on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Out of the gun, give to Hill. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. To throw, here's Huntley. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. There's Buckner again. And already, Brock, he's got 2 sacks to begin this season.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play. After
he's in trouble, and it's another one. And he's dropping. There's Buckner again. And that brings up 4th now and 21.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Taken right at the 40. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Jones on 1st down. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Big gain for Indy. 32 yards.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
He's got a man left. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, here's Jones. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 10.
Again, Jones to the air. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. We see the Ravens making their way out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Huntley to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing here, Huntley. And he's going down. They make the play at the 11. Leatu Latu. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback. And quarterback, protect yourself.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to run for it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Colts offense set to head out. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Series going to open with a keeper left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He'll get this complete to Westbrook-Akine. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Play action now with Jones. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead with Taylor. By a man, he's in the clear. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Pistol now for Jones. Left side into the hands of Warren. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Jones now to throw. Jump off caught by his back. Stopped after a gain of just 1, but still enough there to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll dial up the zone read on 1st and 10. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. And we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Colts holding the lead here at Lucas Oil. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Jones to throw. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third down, Jones to throw. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down. The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Wester on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. This is Henry to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Huntley. And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. 1st down coming up. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Handoff for Hill. He's running right. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Now Huntley. Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It was a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down. Here's Huntley. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's 3rd down?
Is water wet? Is it Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
The Colts out there on offense late in this 1st half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing here, Jones. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now it's Jones off the play action. Looking for him again, but not this time. That's incomplete. The defender made the adjustment and the hit to break it up, Brock. It's 3rd down. Now Jones. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I just don't know when some of these quarterbacks are going to learn, don't throw it to that guy. He's pretty good. There's a lot of corners that can cover. There's few corners that can cover and take the ball away. He's definitely in that silo.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. They have time to look to the end zone first here before they send the field goal unit out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Huntley looking to throw. And he's just going to heave this out through the end zone. Incomplete. 2nd down. Huntley now to throw. He's going to keep it this time. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw now. This one's going to sail through the end zone as he just gets rid of it. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Tyler Lue back for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Oops, knocks it through. And the lead is back down to 9.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. We get a timeout here now. Still just 1 second left in the half. 2nd down carry for Taylor. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's brought down at the 44. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Setting up to throw. It's caught left side by Hill. This one gets to the 22. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner. Digging deep in the playbook here. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's dropped to the 14. It's locked 2 in there again. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the 2nd half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. 1st and 10 now from the 46. The pitch to Taylor. Shoves him off. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And it's going to be 1st down to Indianapolis. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jones looking to throw. That's brought in by Westbrook-Akine. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play.
3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to scramble all the way in for the score. Touchdown, Colts! Daniel Jones on the board. That's his first of the season. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Hill now to return it. Jukes away from one. This makes it up to the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. To throw, here's Huntley. Hauled in left side. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him one on that short completion. They kick the running back in motion. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming. He'll look to throw. Hauled in by Bateman over the middle. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones. And that's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This finds its target. That's Taylor. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They've got the 1st down.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jones. He's keeping it. Getting close, and a hit to really force him to that sideline. But not before he picked up 24. And that is a Colts 1st down.
That's another Colts.
Taylor trying the left side. Shoves one away. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Colts 1st down. Brock, you tell me about this all the time. A tight end's top responsibility changes by the down. And on that one, it was all about blocking, getting his guys some space to get vertical.
Really got to be some of the most versatile players on the team. I was spoiled in my life, in my football life, to watch really the Colts and their 12 personnel so good in the run game, just like that one.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, here's Jones. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's incomplete left side.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On for the Colts field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends the lead to 20.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Huntley to throw. Completed to Flowers. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that is good for a Baltimore first down. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Huntley. He'll set up the screen for Henry. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration. That forces 4th down.
Okay, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And this throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's Jones to throw. He's got it. Complete to Downs. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down to Indianapolis. We've set it Downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a toss play. Taylor shoves one away. We've got a race. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that is a Colts 1st down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that 1st down.
Taylor now up the middle. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Jones now to throw. And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Intended for Alec Pierce. Incomplete. Teddy Buchanan on the coverage.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down back in the 39. Aeneas Peebles. And that's going to bring this offense to a 4th and 23.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Huntley. Left side, caught by Lane. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
Tight end, motioning right.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
Huntley. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. And good work by the defense forces a 3rd down and 10.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks that's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
To the air on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. He stopped, finally, after a gain of almost 30. And that's going to bring up a Ravens 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Actually wound up losing a yard on that completion, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. Here's Huntley. Connecting with Flowers on the out. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Huntley looking to throw. Tops. This is Lane. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Huntley now to throw. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. It's Latu in there again. The 2nd time that they have brought him down on this series. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that's going to set up a Ravens 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Baltimore.
From the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Man in motion here. Trying to run with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead is cut to 13.
All
set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. On the ground first, it's a give to Taylor. It's a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They go again with Taylor. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And this is going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, it looks like he got it. Good awareness after the catch to see where he needed to get. And he got just enough daylight to get it there.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Pistol now for Jones. Going right back to Warren. This is caught again. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that's going to be good for a Colts first down. Play fake. Jones. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. Second down.
Intended for Josh Downs. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Jones looking to throw. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. Now Jones on 4th down. Absolutely fires this one right side. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
We see the Ravens making their way out now. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Now it's Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now here's Lamar. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor from the pistol. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Option give to Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Jones. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Here's Wester on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, Jackson. He's got Lane on the slant. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Ravens.
Couldn't get the play off in time. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Ravens down by 16. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. We'll kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd, Lamar. Hauled in by Bateman over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
1st down, Baltimore.
Working inside the red zone. He's got Andrews. And that's only going to get him 3. Defenders all over it to escort him out.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, that this quarterback trusts this tight end a whole bunch. Already now his 3rd catch on this drive, and it really doesn't matter what the defense does. Even good coverage can't stop them.
2nd down, here's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he gets home. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. He gets another here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Lamar and the Ravens all set for this 2-point try. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game.
25.
So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive starts with an option, right side. And it is a first down for the Colts, and they can go ahead now and breathe easy. They're going to win this ball game. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. The Colts in a victory formation as they kneel it down. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. He did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.